All right, good morning, guys. What is up? Hmm. So we got MBY here running so far, a little breakout of this U shape. It's gonna be interesting pre-market or an interesting market today, for sure. Hmm. So we got MBY. It's moving a little bit. TNRX, a lot cheaper price of a play, moving a little bit. EROS has been moving since Friday. SFET moving a little bit. Kind of died off on volume at the moment. AVCT, this guy just ripped $4 just about in 20 minutes. And of course, it's dropped $2 so far since then. But this stock gets some real buying volume. This stock could rip really hard. And then I'm watching UAVS to see if it's going to bounce off of these guys, off of these moving averages. CYCC is another possibility. ATOS, NNDM. There's a lot of possibilities today. What's up, One Life? Good morning. Happy 420 to you. Your favorite holiday. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm wanting to wait things out. Just too much going on today. God, look at this scanner. Let me look at some of these. Check. EDSA. BRQS. Alright, let's see what these guys are doing. Let's see. EDSA. So EDSA just came out with a license agreement. So that's a possibility now. BRQS. They have demand for mobile personal safety for senior citizens. And this has already ran over $2 so far here in the last 20-30 minutes. So I just added 2 more stocks to the watch list. I think there's one more. Check was the other one. Ooh, let's see what happened with Check. Common offering at 60 cents a share. It's at 46 cents. Maybe possible dead cat bounce on this, maybe. It's not that big of a drop, though. We'll leave it on there just in case. So, just added 2 more. 2 more to this already big list. $5.85 is where this is at. So this doesn't have too much resistance ahead of it. God, I don't know. This is crazy. All these different stocks moving. EDSA. Right under the 100. Codex. Is Codex moving too? Yeah, Codex has popped up some as well. Let's see. Expansion of test orders. Yeah, so Codex is another one. Man. There's too many stocks. This watch list is crazy. Let me get things set up here. Okay. Let's see, what's the old SPY doing today? Look at that. SPYs came down, but looks like it's starting to come back up again. Bouncing off that 280 area. Alrighty then. So yeah, I gotta wait it out. I can't justify jumping in anything right away. But as crazy as the amount of press releases we have this morning. Good morning, Josh. We just have too much potential. So much potential today. we're above all resistance on MBY except for like $1.80, $2 area. Then after that, it's pretty wide open as well. Now there's your bounce. One Life was looking at USO for a bounce because it's hitting the lowest lows it's had in over a year. What's up? Good morning, Capital Exchange Trading. Alright, so we're opening up here. Like I said, I'm not touching anything for the first 30 minutes. I got to run at 9 for a few minutes anyway, so I just want to see what everything's going to do this first 30 minutes. It's too many press releases. Got to fill things out. Let's see, I'm tempted to go on AVCT though, because it's down here at this 430 area. See how much lower this comes down. I really want to wait it out, but I didn't actually think this was going to get back down this low. See how low is this guy going to go here? See, 350. If this keeps coming down to 350, I might look for something at 350 on this. Let's let that keep going down. MBY having a little drop right here at the open. TNRX popping up a little bit. Check, nothing. EROS popping down. SFET dropping down. Codex coming out a little bit. UAVS bouncing a little bit. Oh, there's just so much potential. ABC hitting this 350 area. American Virtual Cloud Files. Boy, this is selling off hard. Getting all over the place. That 320 area would have been nice. I was thinking about going there. This is such a sketchy play though, because it moves so fast. I really wanted to get. I should have got in there. 320. That'd have been a good bottom area. You'd already be up 60 cents on that 320 area. Gross. Really want to see us come back down some more a little bit. It's starting to get bought up in these areas down at this bottom. What's up, Dom? Good morning. I'm going to go down here at this bottom at this 370. Just 100 shares just to see if this starts coming back up. Starts bouncing off of this bottom real hard. See if it starts breaking back over 4. It's trying to get back over 4. It's moving all over the place right now. This is why I only want 100 shares on this, because I'm scared of the movements. It moves really fast, so I don't want to get hit with a big loss. I jump on wrong horse. You think so, Daniel? It's possible. It's very possible, my friend. This is definitely a wild bronco here. This is not your normal play as fast as this moves. Right now, I just want to watch it real close, so I'll have to look at everything else in a few minutes until we see if this starts coming back up. Let's see if 350 holds up. Starting to crack down a little bit. See, the bottom was 325. Yeah, it's not so much the press releases. It's the way the stock is moving just off of a little bit of volume. So if a lot of volume comes in, this thing could rip hard. I'm playing the volatility and buying down at the bottom of this candle. The bottom of this big red candle. CYCC halted. Nice. CYCC may take a little volume away from this, possibly. I don't see it keep coming up. I don't see it keep slowly creeping back up to the VWAP. Sketchy, sketchy. This timing cell's lighting up green, red, green, red. It is back and forth on this stock. I really want to see it get over 4 here soon, though. And if it keeps struggling to get over 4, that could be sketchy. There we go, starting to push back up to 4. Let's see, here we go, getting over 4. Retesting that $4 area. So a little heavy at the $4 area. Couldn't quite get back over it. Tested it for a second. It's going to try for 4 again maybe here. Slowly pushing up on the bid. Here we go, a little bit of buying coming in, pushing it up again. Here we go, pushing over 4. Go pushing up some, up to 420, up to 430. See if we break through this VWAP, up to 440. See if this guy's going to really start going if it breaks 450. So we're bouncing around in this 430 area. If some more buying volume comes in, we can see us push over this VWAP. Here we go. Getting close to 450. See, pushing over 450. Here we go, up to 460. Woo, it's bouncing between 450 and 460. Let's see if it's going to really start running here. Up to 470. The 480. We're going to break 5 again, a re-break of 5. If we get a rebake of 5, this could really start going crazy. It's pushing up there. Dropping back down a little bit. Guys, I'm going to lock out here. Whoops, maybe not. Let's see what happened. I'm trying to give it... I don't know if it's going to keep running or not, so I'm just going to lock out. Locked out at 66. I tried to lock out a little quicker to lock it up around 100, but I couldn't get out. For some reason, my sell button didn't work the first time, but oh well. $66. Quick little play. I'll take it. It might still rip, but I'm just worried about it coming back down real fast like this again. Yeah, see, it's starting to come back down. But nice job. One Life got in there. Very nice. Very nice. So we got us a nice rip. I would have liked to got more on that. But the stock moves so fast. Getting in and out is hard to... I probably should have tried to go out at 5. Oh, I didn't even realize it hit 5. We hit right at 5. Oh, well. You got that cheddar, One Life? Nice job, buddy. We both got in there. Well, that play worked out pretty decently. It's a little sketchy there for a few minutes down in this area, but that was just too big of a sell-off after this massive rip. The stock just had too much volatility. Yeah, now it's coming back, so that's what I was worried about, is having another big sell-off, so... That's all right. I only got 66 in profit. Could have been a little more, but a little bit of missing on my sell trigger, but very nice. Very nice play. What does that bounce? From 350 up to 5? Yes, so it's a $1.50 bounce, so very nice. Let's take a look at what else is going on. I still got a little bit of funds. Yeah, I got about 270 I can trade with if I find something else I like. So, MBY, possible U-shape. USO, nice bounce off of 365 so far for 20 cents. TNRX kind of sideways. ERS, nothing. Kodak's coming up to 15.58. SFET down. VS down. CYCC looks like it's still halted. BRQS nothing. ATOS nothing. NNDM nothing yet. Alright. So right now it's basically MBY, CYC, and Codex, and AVCT. See if AVC keeps coming up. If AVCT doesn't sell off and it starts kind of slowly moving up, may look for something on that, but I'm not going to do anything yet. Like I said, I got to go in a few minutes. That was delicious, One Life. That was a nice play. It was a good, nice play at bounce right there. A very, very, very nice play. Let's see. Josh, you're watching MBY very closely. Yeah, it looks like it needs to go sideways maybe a little bit longer, maybe about 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes of just kind of curling around back up to this 150, 160 break. I think that's yeah, let's see. Let me look. Let me check all the resistances here on MBY because MBY still has potential. AVCT was just a good little bounce play. 170. MBY has some strong resistance at 170. So it needs to break the VWAP and it needs to break 170. Alright, let's see. We'll see why CC open. See why C is out of the halt. Slowly coming up. $4 run so far on CYCC. So big run already. BRQS. Yeah, I can look at BRQS. My only problem with BRQS right now is it doesn't have a ton of volume. We've only had 600,000 shares of volume so far. I mean, it has the potential, but right now, just not a lot of volume. The most volume we've had is on this red candle, and that was 170,000. And that was mainly selling. So there's a lot of selling right now. I'd have to see more volume into it before I could really start looking at it, because there's not a lot of volume. MBY has 27 million in volume so far. AVCT has quite a bit in volume. 5 million in volume. So I mean, I probably wouldn't touch this until you start seeing something else, because there's no pattern, there's no volume. It's just not something I would mess with right at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off. Like I said, if AVCT keeps slowly creeping up and doesn't have a sell-off, then still got potential. See, MBY. Ooh, MBY kind of selling off a little bit here. $4. Interesting. See, Codex kind of sideways at the moment. CYCC halted again. Yeah, CYCC is ripping hard today. And AVC starting to come back up some more. Alright guys, I gotta run for a few minutes. I'll be right back. Keep an eye on AVCT. It's definitely still got some potential unless it sells off. Let's see and check. EROS starting to U shape a little bit. ERQS, nothing there yet. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So MBY is still kind of U-shaping. How's AVCT doing? AVCT is losing some volume, but $4 is starting to... Well, 393 anyway. Starting to kind of hold up as some support, but this could crack off. I'd want it to more climb up, but... CYCC all the way up to 16. Codex. Yeah, Codex. Codex is trying to break 1550. It's hit that area 3 times. My boy XBIO doing nothing yet. Okay. None of these guys are doing much. Let's see what this candle. This candle just opened up, so I kind of want to see where this candle goes on AVCT, because I'm thinking about maybe another entry on this. Maybe a little small 50 shares to see if it tries to get back up to 5 and break 5. But we are losing a lot of volume right now. It's kind of calmed down. MBY is selling off some more here. If this gets down below 136, it probably will come back down to $1. And CYCC just get halted again? Yeah, so CYCC came back up to that 1550 and got halted immediately. Looks like it's probably going to break through that. Alright, Thinkorswim's acting crazy. Love it. Love it when Thinkorswim acts crazy. Anytime you want to stop Thinkorswim, there you go. Oh, maybe, no, okay. I got confused. Codex is the one that needs to break 1550. And it looks like it might try it here. Yeah, there it goes. Breaking 1550. Straight up to 1565 so far. Getting up to that 1570 area, trying to push. See, MBY is still trying to hold up at 140 area. EROS, big sell-off. Down to that 200. So Codex still kind of bouncing around in that 1550 resistance area. INO. Take a look at INO. Oh yeah, INO's making a nice move. Higher float stock, but see 922 area, some resistance. Yeah, AVCT looks like it might start selling off a little bit. NBY, man. NBY looks like it might sell off. There's some buyers at the 137 area keeping it up right now, but it's real sketchy right now. I can't justify an entry on INO right now. 'Cause even if it does break 9, you're buying so high up. And it's a little ways off the VWAP and the 9 as well. Yeah, there goes NBY hitting, dropping lower. So this NBY might have to make a big U shape. This might be a later towards lunchtime play, unless it just keeps selling off. Oh, let's see. SFET just started popping up. SFET's got to break 240. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm keeping it on the watch list. I like the move that's made so far, but I just can't. I have to pull back. Just right now, it's way up here. You know, I'm trying to not buy momentum breakouts that are way too high too much anymore. That's why I bought AVCT way down here, because you risk way less when you're buying at bottom supports than buying at momentum breakouts. And so far this has been working for me, so I'm trying to keep that going. I kind of like SFET if it can get back down to $2, possibly get a entry there. NBY, yeah, maybe bounce area. I want about 10 minutes of it coming back up a little bit, starting to curl. I mean, that is a decent area. 135. Yeah, that's a decent area. How much do I got? 270. But I want to make sure it's not going to sell off, because this candle, it's too early yet to say whether or not NBY is going to sell off. You know, this could be a small green candle like this one, and then we could have 2 more red candles down, so I want to give NBY 10 more minutes, see if that $1.35 area holds up as support. Yeah, AVCT starting to make a reverse U shape now. Oh boy, CYC is just ripping, getting halted every time it unhalts. Nasty. Nasty. All the way from what did it hit? 845 all the way up to 1683. That's an account doubler. That is an account doubler right there. My chair's not working. There we go. See, what's the other one I was looking at? Oh yeah, SFET. I still want to see SFET come down a little bit. Got about a minute and a half for this candle to close. We want to see this candle close over 140. See if I can start knocking my watch list down some. ABIO, big sell-off. So I'm going to just keep it out on my watch list for now. XPIO consolidating right under $1. This doesn't have a press release, but this stock is due for a rip. It's not had a rip in a while, so I think some point this week it might get a rip. See NNDM doing nothing. We can take it off. ATOS not doing too much. BRQS not doing too much. Take UAVS off. It didn't bounce at all. EDSA, I don't like it anymore. And I'm gonna still leave it on just for a second. Check if it can break 50 cents. AVCT selling off. EROS getting a little bounce off the 200 day there. INO. Yeah, INO's. I still want INO to come down a little bit more. I mean, you do have a little support at 875. Both these candles right here, the bottom and top, closed at 875. So, I mean, you do have some support there. It's just still a little ways off of the 9 and the VWAP, but I want to see it because it hasn't really tested that support yet. I want to see it come down and test that 875 first. Kind of same thing with NBY where we're testing and waiting to see if support's going to hold up. God, Jesus, see why I see all the way up to $18. So yeah, right now we just kind of got to wait things out. Now if AVCT starts making bottom support here at 350, it's at 360. Yeah, it's a little bit of support there. Maybe make a possible U shape there. So there's still a lot of possibilities as the day goes on. Now, I know I want to see a little bit more consolidation above that 875. But don't let me stop you. If you think INO's going to rip, hey, that's you. I'm just giving my thoughts. And what I'm seeing. Okay, we can take TRNX off. TRNX not doing anything. Man, USO that's the slow moving stock. It had a bounce, but it's just only a bounce like 20 cents. There's more potential on some of these other ones. I'm gonna take this guy off too. AVCT selling all the way off to 336. So that might have to actually make a big U shape. It's fetting nothing. BRQS still selling off. ATOS still hanging in there. Hasn't really done much yet. Doesn't have a lot of volume either. MBY seems to have the most volume. Is there anything else I'm missing? What's up with IMRN? IMRN had a move. EXEL. There's a lot of stuff moving. Ager with a nice run up. TBGSM. Yeah, I don't really want to touch any of those. So, kind of right now, starting to lean towards MBY a little bit. If it can just show me a little more strength. Let's see what this candle does. $135. Still kind of a little too early on MBY, I think. I mean, you could possibly look for an entry right now at 140 and then just put your stop loss at like 133, like a 7-cent stop loss right under this support. But I think me personally, I'd rather personally wait and make sure this is going to hold up. No, the small account, I just called it a fail because during, we had the coronavirus and the market drop and all that craziness, and then I got a little gung-ho and started trading real crazy, trying to catch the volatility and stuff that we were having, and I was swing trading. I was doing a bunch of different things, and I didn't want to just trade on the small account while all that volatility was going on. So I actually had another account open and I had a Webull account, all three I was using, and it was getting too much of a headache to bounce back and forth around all those different accounts and trying to keep up with all the trades to do recap challenges. So I just called the small account challenge a fail for the time being. I kind of consolidated all the accounts together, so I'm trading with about 1,700. I was a little bit, or 1,600, I guess, 1,660, somewhere in there, 1,700 to 1,660. So finally here, Mark. You haven't missed. I mean, you've missed a couple of plays. I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's still plays with potential. So don't sweat it, Mark. There's still some opportunities to make some money. But yeah, just had to call a small account challenge a fail and just focus, because I'm more focused on trying to make some money right now. And it's hard to do with a small account of $700 on a cash account. That is really hard to do. And the coronavirus and everything kind of threw me in a loop. So it is what it is. I might try one again later. I mean, technically, this is still a small account, only having, 1,600. So it's just not as small as 700. So eventually, one day when the market rebounds and things are a little bit more consistent and stable, I might go back to trying to do a small account challenge, maybe this fall. But right now, I just want to try to build as much money as I can during these crazy times. So that's where I'm at. Let's see, check is slowly creeping up to 50 cents. If it breaks 50 cents, it could run to 60 cents. Could be a 10-cent scalp in here. That's why I keep watching check. Hey, there you go. There you go, Mark. I hope that video was understandable enough to where you could set everything up. I think it was a pretty good video. There wasn't a lot of bells and whistles in that video, like background music and stuff. Like normally I do a lot of different things in my videos, but I just figured because that was just strictly a setup video, it didn't really need all the extra bells and whistles. I just wanted to get it out because Kofi's been asking. Perfect, good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I know. It didn't do much consolidating. It's right here back at $9 again. Moist. What's up, Justin? Oh, God. Hey, Justin, are you not working today? Mr. Big Amazon guy? Amazon hitting its highest highs ever, and you're sitting pretty nice, aren't you? And see, we're still testing support on MBY, and that's why I'm still wanting to hold off. I want to make sure the support's going to hold up. Just got off work. They protesting out in California yet? I know they've been protesting in Wisconsin. They've been protesting opening back up the economy, or opening back up the state. SFET back to, let's see. Yeah, possibly. $2 can hold up. So where's this 50-day moving average at? 50 days like right at 194. Yeah, this could be a possible entry on SFET. I like to give it about 5-10 more minutes, see if it's going to hold up the support right there. CYCC still ripping hard. CYCC is up at 1670. I feel like I've missed CYCC. If you didn't get in back here, for this 10-20 break, then it's hard to get in all the way up here. I mean, this stock is up what, 166%. It just tested 20. I would at least want to see it back down to 15 maybe. It's just hard to get a good entry on a stock that's been moving straight up. Oh, MBY making a lower low. So this is why I didn't want to touch MBY yet. Because it's still gonna have to be a while now for this U shape to work, if it even starts U shaping. No, they're not protesting because Amazon's most of the jobs in Cali. Amazon's killing it. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what Amazon's up to today. Yeah, Amazon's still trying to push up. You might see Amazon at the SPY. Well, I guess the SPY doesn't really matter with Amazon. But Amazon might hit that 2,500 here in a day or two. At least this week. Nothing there. Codex kind of going sideways. SFET's still a possibility. See, check's starting to break 50 cents. Do I want to try to get a scalp on this? How much volume have we had? Almost 5 million. Just thinking possibly if I want to get a scalp on this, and I might. It's coming. It's got some big support at 550. Or not 550, but 50 cents. Hmm. Give that just another couple of minutes before I decide whether or not I want to scalp that. So all I want out of this is 50 cents. They came out with a direct offering, but the direct offering is at 60 cents a share. So you got about 10 cents of profit if it climbs back up to that area. So it'd be a very small scalp. MBY still cracking off. INO testing $9 resistance right now. AVCT starting to make a little bit of a U shape. CYC, I mean, I don't know if I'd buy it at 16, but maybe that 425 area, or not 425, 1525 for support, but I'd have a stop loss right under 15. That's still a pretty big stop loss, 15.25 to 15 though. That's 25 cents. I don't know. It depends on how many shares you were thinking about getting, but I don't know. It's a possibility, but I'd still kind of like to see it consolidate a little bit more. There's a lot of support at 345. I don't like the way MBY is still just going straight down. Check still struggling with that. SFEC coming down under $2. It's a little sketchy right at the moment on everything. There's not anything I'm super in love with right now. INO's not got a, I think, what is it, 920? Yeah, and NIO's got to break 920. It's moving up, but it's not moving very fast. 328. I'm going to go 50 shares on AVCT again. And I'm just going to put a stop loss. My stop loss is going to be like at 324. This might take some time. But I'm not going to risk too much on it. It's only 50 shares. 324 to 343. 20. It's like $10 I'm risking. And I want to see it start climbing back up. But if it doesn't, if it just starts coming back down some more, if it don't get back over 350 soon, then it probably won't do anything. Just going just at this bottom of this U shape just to see if we can get anything out of it. I'm thinking, man, just thinking about my stop loss. If I want to put an actual order in for it just in case because it's moved so fast. But I also don't want to get stopped out and it start reversing. 329. 323. Let's see, where's that at? 322. We put a stop loss at like 319. It's still a pretty high stop loss though. Let's see, 2023. It'd be about $13, something like that. I'm risking. So Cody and SFET. SFET's still selling off. There's a possibility still there, but I just don't know yet. Let's see, Codex. $14.75. 14.82. Fiverr's moving? Who's buying Fiverr? I still would wait a little bit on Codex. So make sure this $15 area is going to hold up. See, MBY starting to bounce back a little bit. Still nothing there yet. Let's take a look at Fiverr. Oh yeah, Fiverr's made a nice move so far from 31 up to 35 just about. LITB. LITB, I don't see a reason to even touch it. There's no volume or anything on it. Let's see, AVCT, okay. AVCT is doing its little thing here. So you do your little thing, guy. Yeah, I know slowly grinding up to that 922 area. Gonna be some strong resistance, but if it breaks that resistance, you might could see it up to 10. It's just the float is so high on INO that it's gonna take. It's just not gonna move that fast. Because even here, when it made this move 812 up to 858. You know, it's like 40 something cents. TRNX, it wasn't doing anything earlier. That's why I didn't want to take TRNX off my watch list. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of TRNX, to be honest. You don't have the patience for INO. That's the only thing I don't like about INO is how big the float is. I mean, it's made a nice move so far today. But, you know, 810 to 920, that's $1.20 it's moved. And AVCT moved $1.50 in 10 minutes. So that's why I'm kind of not. It's like, Although AVCT's volume is really starting to die off. It needs to start coming back up. It needs to see it slowly start climbing back up to the VWAP soon. If not, it's not going to do anything. It's definitely moving pretty slow right now. Check couldn't even break 50 cents. SFET still has some potential. Oops. See. Codex is still just kind of going sideways. But it did hold up 15, so. So, I mean, you possibly could have looked for an entry in that area. Let's see, is AVCT going to sell off? If AVCT doesn't start getting some buying volume in here, it's probably going to sell off. It's starting to crack 335. This looks like it's about to sell off. So I may end up taking a little loss on this second position. We'll see. Let's see, MBY is starting to come back up now finally a little bit. If MBY can get back over 140, yeah, if MBY can get back over 140, that may be something. So there's like a couple minutes of quietness there on all the stocks, though. Ooh, SFET cracking down. Cracking down a little bit. AVCT still nothing yet. I want to see it start climbing back up if it's going to do anything. Get out of here. Fiverr's breaking. Yeah, Fiverr, I just don't have enough in this account to trade Fiverr right now. It is trying to break that $35, 35.50 resistance though. And Fiverr's a decent mover too. Looks like AVCT is going to sell off here. Yeah, probably going to get stopped out. It's right at that bottom of this candle here, so it could bounce off of this area, but I might get stopped out because my stop loss is right under that. See if I get stopped out here or not. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out. Yep, I got stopped out. Yep, so that one couldn't get it. One at 340 cracked down. It's all right. I mean, I'm still up $50 in profit on that. So I lost what I lose like $13. Small little risk. I should have waited a little bit longer though, because NBY is starting to come back up a little bit. I know, still slowly moving at 9. Kodak still going sideways. SVET just bouncing around there. CYCC. CYCC back down to this $13 area. Capper. Well, CYCC starting to sell off some more here. So you can't touch CYCC until it finds a area of support. Because the only support on this next is 1031. So it's got to find some support. Let's take a look at Capper. Yeah, definitely has some resistance at that 180 area. It's got resistance at 175 right where it's at, and then it's got resistance in the 180 area as well. So quite a bit of resistance. It needs some buying volume to break that 180 area. I don't know if it can get it today. I kind of like Capper for a swing though, possibly. I like to see where this closes at the end of the day. But today it just popped back above all these indicators, so I don't know. I'd like to see where it closes. See AVCT all the way down to 310, so that boy's done. NBY still not. I wanted the next candle to be above the 9, so we still don't have the reversal yet on NBY. Kind of like an SFET a little bit. 158 is right there. I'm assuming you're saying GM. Satoshi, is that what you're saying? GM? Oh yeah, GM making a nice, decent move today from 21.50 up to 22.50. Good dollar of profit there. General Mo. Oh wow. Oh okay. It's just it's a $2 billion credit line. So, I mean I don't know if that's really a good thing. We'll see what it says. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good thing because I guess they've got some capital to work with. Some resistance at 2250 on this. I guess. Oh, oh, good morning. My bad. Well, I mean, GM, it's not bad. It has moved a dollar, so um, that's kind of one of those double-edged swords because it is a credit line, and it's quite a big credit line. $1.95 billion is a lot of money. Uh, Basically, I would say that's just because of the coronavirus and the economy shut down. It looks like they're trying to stay in business. So I mean, they've got good credit because to get that much money, you got to have good credit. So that's something. I just don't know how much it could actually move today, though. Yeah, man, it is a busy day. I like it. Yeah, yeah. I kind of agree with you, Satoshi. GM possibly, could be a good swing. Got a trend line on. You got this trend line too on GM on the daily chart. And this is such a. I mean, this is a big company, so they're not going to just sell off unless something crazy happens. So I mean, you could look for a swing on this today and maybe wait for it to come back down a little bit to like at 21 area, and then buy it at the trend line and see if it keeps riding up the trend line over the next couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months if it keeps going up. It's got back before the coronavirus, it was at $35, so could be a good $10 profit in there possibly. So SFET's a possibility, and MBY is starting to kind of round out a little bit. Yeah, Atos isn't going to do anything until it actually gets some type of FDA approval. See, CYCC get halted on the way down? No, it didn't get halted on the way down. A couple possible U shapes, but not a lot of volume on some of these. How's the SPY doing? We were set to drop at open today. Yeah, we were set to drop at open. That's what the CNBC Morning Squawk was saying, but the SPYs ran up $5 so far, so the markets must be holding up. VSTM, see what VSTM is. Oh yeah, you killed it with VSTM. I'd be honest with you. I'd probably lock in right here. I might would lock in at this $4. At least lock in something, cause it's already moved. It's already moved what? 70 cents, and it's way up here. It's starting to sell off a little bit. But yeah, I'm just looking at this chart. I mean, $4 is pretty high up there on the top of this chart. So that's probably where I'd locked in something or lock in all of it or possibly lock in half of it or something just because it may not get back up to 4 today. But I mean, it still has potential to try to break 4. I'm just saying, I just like the lock in profits when I have them. And if you've been in this since open, you're up pretty good. MMA up and running. What is going on? It's a hot day today. Let's see what's going on. MMA, that's not showing up. I don't know what MMA is. Unless my Thinkorswim's acting crazy. Midnight Sun reports. Is that MMA? Yeah, I don't think. What's the ticker symbol? Try to. I don't know if you mistyped that or what. Do you mean MFA maybe? MFA moving a little bit. mRNA, gotcha. Oh yeah. Yeah, mRNA's already ran $10 today, so very nice. Why has Ross Cameron got a press release? Okay. Obviously, he's paying for ads inside of Thinkorswim now or whatever. Let me just see this. Oh, he's doing an options boot camp with Bazinga. Yeah, they worked out some type of deal there. That's interesting. See, EDSA starting to come up. You got a perfect U shape on this right now. Let's see, what's the 315? So yeah, it needs to break over the VWAP. And then if it can break, let's see, let me see how much resistance is on this. And it just came right back down. There's not a lot of volume on it yet. There's a gap. There's a gap. A little bit of a gap there. 329. So if it does break 315, it's also got some pretty strong resistance on the chart at 329, 330 area. You can see where this candle closed at, and kind of right there at the bottom of this candle, top of this candle, and it's back here on this chart pattern as well. You can see right there on the daily, it dropped down back here, hit 330, dropped down, bounced off 330 there. So it's not a lot of room for it to move if it does break 315. Unless it breaks 315 and 330, then it's got room. SFET still has some potential. MBY starting to come back up. I knew I should have waited. So possibly, maybe could start looking for an entry on MBY. Got enough to get 50 shares of MBY. If it does move, I won't make that much, but that 140 area is breaking down pretty. Okay. I do like that NBY finally found the bottom and is starting to come back up some at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That's exactly what I'm thinking about, Satoshi. You're right there with me. Same thought process. Like I said, I can only afford 50 shares now at this point. So even if it does break 150 and it runs up to 185, that would be like $20. It'd have to rip really hard for me to make some money, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to think if it'd be justifiable. 60. I could probably get 60. Still though, it's not that much. Kind of just want to save that 100 for the 100 I have left for tomorrow, so I have more to trade with tomorrow. Still got a lot of selling at 140 though. I want to see a selling breakdown at 140 before I do something. I'm not exactly sure what you mean on that last comment there, Satoshi. It's moving up from... I'm not sure exactly what you mean. SFAT's still slowly coming up. Well, EDSA did pop up to that 319 area so far. And ESA has a very low float, so if it starts getting volume, it can move. See, in pre-market, went from 255 up to 386, so this stock can move. Let's see, I'm going to start narrowing down my watch list a little bit more. BRQS, nothing there. CYCC, still some possibilities there. Check's not doing it. I'm just take check off. SFET possibility. Codex, probably going to sell off. AVCT looks like volume's done. INO, it moves too slow. INO's been at $9 for 30 minutes. $62%. $62% at 80. Are you talking about the percent change? It's moved 20% and percent change in the last 25 minutes. Is that what you're saying? It's moved at 20%. I'm guessing that's what you mean, because I can't figure out what else you could mean by what you're saying. Because yeah, it has moved 20% in this little move so far. So EDSE still having some problems. It needs buying volume. Until it gets some buying volume, it's not going to do anything. But it does have potential. Is there anything else that possibly can make a move? Let's see. Acre. Capper's still at that area. Still a lot of selling at 140 on NBY. Until that selling gets out of here, I don't really want to touch it. Kind of light volume at the moment too. And CYC seems like it's trying to find support in this $12 area. 11. Kind of bounced right off of that candle there. Okay, that's what you're saying, Satoshi. Gotcha. And see, you can look at the level 2. You got 35,000 shares, 11,000 shares, 3,700 shares, 5,700 shares. So there's about 200,000, maybe more, shares of sellers sitting. Well, they're starting to get taken out a little bit. See if they get taken out at 140. So there was some past support at 140. So that support is now resistance. That's why there's so many sellers there. You can draw a line straight across on 140 and you can see where all the candles hit at. See, all three of these candles have hit there. These candles tried to hold up as support. See, there's a little resistance there. Support, resistance, support. So it's a strong line. At 140 is a strong line. I don't know if I'd look for an entry right there or not until it gets all those sellers out. You see a little bit of selling at 139. AVCT still selling off. Gross. Oh, SFET's done. SFET is done. See, SFET couldn't do anything either. So a lot of things. Let me look back on this past chart and see. Yeah, it'd be hard to even look for anything now on SFET because they could just keep selling off. I'm gonna take it off for now. Oops, what did I do here? There we go. Oh, come on, there we go. And you see at 140. At 140 is tough on NBY. It's pretty tough. EDSA still not selling off, but still not moving. And this guy is right at resistance. We can take AVCT off too, though, because that's selling off. Actually, I'm going to kind of leave it on watch, just for now. Little U shape at 15 right here on Codex. MBY is still a possibility. MYSZ popping up. This ugly guy. Capper couldn't break 180. What's the SPY doing? SPY still coming up. Look at this nonsense. Highest unemployment since the Great Depression, and the markets are coming up. This is crazy. It's just crazy. RHE. We'll take a look at RHE. We'll see what's going on with that guy. Whoops. I don't know what I just did. Okay. Oh, yeah. RHE. Lord have mercy. Yeah, RHE, no press release, but it's moved almost $1 so far. $250 is going to be extremely tough. Very, very tough. A lot of resistance at $250. All you got to do is look back on this daily chart. Go to $250 and just draw your line straight across there, and you can see there's a lot of resistance. See, this has almost hit that. This candle hit it. This candle hit it. This one actually gapped up above it, but came back down. This little green candle here hit it. There's a couple little candles that hit it. This candle hit it, sold off, came back below it. This candle, same thing. So that 250 area is going to be real tough. So I don't know how much more this actually has in it. Unless it breaks 250. But that would take a lot of volume probably. I mean, it is a very low float stock though, so. I don't know. I'll keep it on watch just to see what it does. But I'm real skeptical of that 250 area. Codex too choppy on the VWAP. Let's look at that Codex. What's he doing there? That's right above the VWAP now. It did break back above 15. With that little U shape. Of course, Mark, anytime you get any questions or anything, just let me know. I will answer questions. But yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I know you guys don't see me actually put my lines on the chart. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But the best thing to do is just look at your yearly or your daily chart, your 1 year, 1 day chart, and just look where you see a lot of candles hitting at. Like just like on Codex, you can see right here, $9. There's a lot of candles that hit right there. So that's going to be a pretty strong support and resistance area. The market's really gotten pretty quiet. Like we had some movements early in the day, but now it's just it's real quiet right now. CYCC possibly making a big U shape. If this keeps coming around back up to 14, this could be a very big U shape. Interesting. And Codex is just still floating around right above the VWAP at the moment. Really, I'm a little interested on this U-shape on CYCC. I can't trade it today, but I want to see what this U-shape does. You- hey, listen, guys. I can't grow this channel without you guys. YouTube works one way. The viewers decide everything. So don't thank me, thank yourselves. And I thank you because without you guys, I am nothing. So, I need those likes and those comments on the videos and stuff to get people to keep the channel growing. So, the chat's growing because of you guys, not me. You guys have been here since the early stages of this channel. You guys have been spreading the message around and commenting, and all that helps. So all I do is just sit in front of a camera and talk crazy. So I'm not doing that much. I try to help as much as I can, but sometimes I get a little crazy. So I appreciate that, but appreciate that comment, but more or less, thank you. You guys are the ones who are responsible for all this. So I appreciate everything that you guys do. Yeah, I agree with you, Satoshi, man. It's hard right now to try to like guess what's going to happen, even if you have like a good idea of what's going to happen before the market opens and stuff. Like, it's so volatile right now, and things are up and down and changing, and news headlines are out everywhere. Half the news is fake. Like, it's so hard right now to like do anything. So that's why I wait, because I was trying to do that too, trying to catch trades, the day before and swing them, or pre-market stuff like that, and it's just too hard to do that stuff right now. We need a consistent market, and we've not had a consistent market in a while. So I like to try to at least wait, 15, 20 minutes after market open before I take an entry on something, unless I just see something I can't turn down, like AVCT today when it dropped all the way down to that 320 area. I knew it was going to get some type of bounce, but you like crazy channels? All right. Well, you're at the right channel then, because we get crazy here, that's for sure. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, before I forget, let me get my phone here. The episode of Portfolio Power Up is today, yesterday's episode. And I have special guest Trader Chick, the Trader Chick Marina. And that is going to be today at, give me just a second and then I'll tell you, because I can't remember exactly what time yet. So 3 p.m. Central today. So basically power hour. This is the only time, Trader Chick, that we could come to a time. I mean, I'm sure we could have done it a different day, but I just wanted to get this episode done because I've been trying to get this episode going with her. So we'll be doing the live stream at Power Hour for Portfolio Power Up, and we'll be talking to Marina, the Trader Chick, about S&P minis. I think that's what she trades. She's a day trader from, I think, originally Russia, but she moved to South America at some point. I don't remember which country in South America, but she trades the S&P minis. But I'll be asking her all that stuff. We'll get some information out of her. You guys know how I like to do on that show. So that will be at 3 p.m. Eastern on the channel. Let me just make sure one more time. Yeah. Might be a little delayed. I have something to do at 2:30 Eastern, so it may be a little delayed, like 10 or 15 minutes, maybe like 3:15 p.m. or something. So, I mean, if you guys are still trading, keep trading. You don't have to come into the live stream for that. You can check it out afterwards and watch it. It's kind of a weird time. I know a lot of us trade during power hour. Did RHE break that 250? Look at that. RHE did break 250. Oh, it didn't break though. It tried to break 250. It ran up 270, but it hit. That candle came right back down at 250. Huh. CYCC is still possible. EDSA. EDSA getting squeezed a little bit. All 5 of these candles getting squeezed tighter and tighter. So this is probably going to drop real hard soon, or it's going to rip real hard soon. I don't want to touch it yet. MBY is still going sideways. And that U shape is kind of falling off now on CYC. Might have to be a bigger U shape. It's having problems breaking back over the 9 EMA. BMTC. Let's see what they do. Initiates coverage, buy rating of $14 price target. It's a pretty good price target. Although that means absolutely nothing, but 782. Interesting. This doesn't have much volume, but probably wouldn't touch it. Oh yeah, you can see there. See, that's what I was worried about. That 250 was super strong resistance. It tried to break through, and then it's all the way back down to 215 so far. Super strong resistance. And Kodak's still at $15. So everything's kind of going sideways. Probably be... Woo! See, what I tell you? I said EDSA is getting squeezed tight. Is it about to rip hard or is it about to crack hard? And it did that. It cracked pretty hard. From $3 down to $2.68 so far. That's nasty. That's a nasty crack. So anything with potential, CYC and MBY, well, they're going sideways at the moment. And Codex is going sideways as well. So it'd probably be later in the day, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours before anything else makes a move. Could be sooner, I don't know, but just everything's going sideways at the moment, so or going sideways or down. So nothing I really want to mess with at the moment. OGI. We'll take a look at OGI. We'll give the live stream about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes here. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, get those in the chat and we'll go over anything you guys want me to talk about. OGI is let me see what's the float on OGI. Oh, okay, it's got a huge float. So it's not, the float is too big. I mean, the float's at least 150 million, and then you've got a lot of resistance. You got resistance here, here, you know, in this 165 area to 175 area, and then you got more resistance at 180, 185, 192, 195, $2. So you have a wall. You have like a concrete wall of resistance up to $2. And this is a higher float stock, so the odds of it ripping are not very good. I would be very surprised to see it get much higher than it is. Yeah. Yeah, no volume, lots of upper shadows. I mean, none of these upper shadows are that big. They're smaller upper shadows, so it's not that big a deal. This one's a little bigger than I would like, and then this one is, but it just, the float's too big. The float's too big and too much resistance. That's a lot of resistance. And you can, if you look back on the daily too, another thing you can look at is how big are these days. What's the biggest rip this stock has had in the past year? So we can look at this candle, 263 up to 327. So 60 cents is the most this stock has moved. See, 550 up to 619, 60, 70 cents. That's about all this stock has in it. So what has it moved so far today? It's moved 13 cents. It's moved 13 cents over 2 hours. So I definitely would not touch that. But the yearly chart can tell you so much. I should probably like do a video on just talking about all the ways to look at the yearly chart. That might be a good idea, because there's so much you can learn from just looking at this yearly chart in the past, what the stock has done. This stock is also on a major downtrend. You just connect these lines to all these candles. Whoops. So you can see hit there, almost hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there. So until it breaks out of this downtrend, it's not going to do anything anyway. You might get a little 10, 15 cents out of it possibly, but to me it's not worth it to touch. There's just no reason to touch it. Just looking at that chart, you can just tell. But see, like NBY, if you go back and look at the past year, NBY ran from 93 cents up to $4 on this one day. You know, and then right here it ran from 35 cents up to $1.62. So you have a lot bigger candles. This stock has the ability to run, whereas that other one's like, you might get lucky and get 60 cents. So that's what I always look for. I always look for stocks that have made big moves before, and that's why I'm watching XBIO, because there's no news. I'm purely watching XBIO off of the chart pattern, off of this past chart pattern. XBIO in the past, from there went from $8.67 up to $16, doubled in price. There it went from $8.67 up to $14.87, almost doubled in price again. Right here, $8.11 up to $12. That's a $4 move. It was all the way up to $20. And then if you draw lines right at the top of here to try to look for that downtrend, it's almost out of that downtrend. You can see it's right at the downtrend line. It's been testing the downtrend line. Yeah, EXL I think was moving Friday. Yeah. EXL gapped up Friday. That's what it was. Yeah, it moved a lot in post market, but it gapped up from Thursday morning 1845 up to like 1878 and slowly climbed all day. The stock's moving quite a bit. Yeah, exactly. One Life. That's exactly the sentiment I've got. You know, One Life got in on AVCT early too. What entry did you get, One Life? I'm just curious about that before you take off. How low did you get in AVCT? Because I got up a little higher than I would have liked, but I have a feeling you got in a lot lower. One Life and I was talking about this stock in pre-market if it came down to some low areas. Let's take it back. Look quick. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What did I just do? That was crazy. What is it? EXE. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd look for a day trade on this, but it's definitely the highest it's been in a year. This is a bigger company though, so this is not a penny stock. So it's got room up to $32. Still kind of, come on. Kind of broke over that downtrend. I'd like to see where it closes at. If it closes above 20 today, then it could possibly maybe be a good long-term investment. 334, I knew it. I knew you got a better entry than me. I knew it. So One Life got AVCT down here at the bottom. 334 right there. You got about 40 cents earlier than I did. I knew you got it. I knew you got a better entry. All right. It was a quick bounce. I hesitated because I thought about it at that 320 area. I was like, 320, that is so low for this stock. And then but by the time I made up my mind, it was at 370. That was a fast moving stock though. I'm not gonna lie, that was extremely fast movement. Yeah, the bounce was shorter's covering, yeah. It was oversold. It was way too oversold. It just went straight up in pre-market and then sold all the way back down. You know, so shorter's, you know, it was a good play. Yeah, it got gobbled up for sure. It's a good play. It's just a sketchy play, though. Let's see, what's NBY doing? Let's take a look at one more round of stocks. Yeah, pre-market support for sure. For sure, One Life. I'm right there with you. We nailed that stock. I was happy to see. So yeah, everything's still kind of going sideways. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Stocks that had big moves. And this is the other one. ABIO I'm watching as well because it's got this big U shape on the daily chart up to $5. If it ever breaks $5, then it's got a lot of room. It's got room to 625 and then 771 and 887, $10. But you can see about a year ago, this went from in May. We're almost in May too. This went from $5.25 up to $20 in 2 days. $5.25 to 12 something in 1 day. So there you go. And Daniel B got some money on NBY. Nice job. And so Money Monday, everybody making a little money today, or at least I hope everybody made a little money today. Yeah. One Life's going to go celebrate his favorite holiday. All right, One Life. We'll talk to you later, buddy. We'll see you. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it for me, too. If nobody has any questions or anything, Yeah, the Money Monday was at the first 5 minutes of open. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that because there hasn't been many opportunities since then, if any at all. Kodak's starting to pop up a little bit. I'm going to take EDSA off my watch list because it's not doing anything. You left cookies out for Snoop and Willie? That's funny. Snoop and Willie, could they come down the chimney? You've been sitting there since 3 a.m., Daniel? Go take a nap, man. Go take a nap. There's no way, man. That's too long. That's too long. My eyes would be melting out of my head. Too long, sir. Well, all right, guys. So like I said earlier, if you didn't catch that, Portfolio Power Up show will be around 3 p.m. Central or 3 p.m. Eastern today. It's gonna be live. We got guest Trader Chick Marina, and then after that we'll be back tomorrow at Market Open like always. So appreciate everybody joining me as always. Until next time.